Hi everyone, Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat. Back with Christmas in July. Today is day 9 and we have a sketch. So editor Catherine put the little sketch up here so that you can see what I am aiming at. I have got a printed version in front of me, but I need to just double check it's the right sketch. There's no point in sharing it. I did just film this intro but without actually pressing record, so I feel like I'm on repeat at this moment in time. For those that don't know, Christmas in July, if this is my first video you have stumbled across, hello, welcome to the world of Inky Finger Cat. Christmas in July I have done for 3 years now. This is my 3rd year where I do a Christmas project every single day with a video. It's quite a mammoth undertaking. I am filming this a little bit ahead of schedule. Not quite as ahead of schedule as I would have liked to have been, but did manage to do a bit of catch up over the weekend. So July is in 2 days time. It starts. I'm filming day 9 now, so I'm not doing too badly now. I feel a little bit more comfortable. I've got a little bit of leeway time. I can't film videos every single day. I work full time and I have loads of other stuff going on in my life, so it's important that I try and get a little bit ahead. So if I say anything you think, what's well, about that's not happened today, that'll be why. So for those who have only just stumbled across my video, or maybe you've watched a couple but you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to have you subscribe and come along and join me quite frequently. That would be lovely. Obviously there are videos every single day in July, but I also film all year round, just not as frequently as I do in July. So please do subscribe, hit the notification bell. Again, especially important when it's not July time and it's not every day. Yeah, and I also ask, like the video if you liked it, leave me a nice comment below or say hi. I love interacting with you. If you've got any questions or anything you particularly liked about the card that I end up making, I'd love to hear them. I think that's all I normally say at the beginning, so even though I only filmed a video yesterday, I've forgotten what I normally say. I think that's it. So we're going to pop you into the overhead and let's get crafting. So I had printed off the right sketch. That's the good news. I kept this one really simple and almost entirely followed the sketch. It's very recognisable. Sometimes when I follow a sketch, it doesn't look anything like it by the end of it because I just use it as the jumping off point and off I go. In this case, I went simple. Today had been a longish day at work, and I'd already cooked tea, eaten tea, and was feeling a little bit like, I think that's the best description of how I was feeling. So I didn't really have creative powers at this point, and I had done a lot of crafting over the weekend as well. So I was slightly crafting burnt out, shall we say. So I didn't veer very much from the sketch. Do you know what? Sometimes that's what we want. It's nice, simple and easy. And that's what I went with. So I am using the Christmas Tags and More DSP, which regular readers of my blog will know I love. And I'm going to be sad when this has actually come to an end. But having said that, I've used it a lot over the last sort of like 6 months or so. I bought it last year, didn't really use it much last year. I have used it quite a lot since. I just love it. It's got all the bits you need, really. So in this case, I did add in the sentiment, which is a die cut sentiment that's quite an old one. I think it was called Peace and Joy, I think were what they were called. It was a stamp and a die set. As it is, I've only used the actual die part there. There is die cut on gold for the background and white for the top. I used the DSP kit, the Specialty DSP, which is a 6x6 kit. And then I brought in a little square of the green glitter cardstock, which is actually Alex Siberia glitter cardstock. Just because I had it on the desk and I thought it needed something bigger than just the little element that was in the kit. I'm using crumb cake for my base, and I have cut myself a 6x6 card blank because I saw it was a square sketch and I literally stuck to it. I had got rounded ends on the shapes of those sort of 3 prongs that are coming out on the right hand side, so I've corner rounded them. corner rounded the block that is the green glitter, and the only difference is rather than putting my focal element in the middle, which was the star, I put it to the left hand side of that square block for my little stockings, and then use the piece to go across to the right. And then I've just added some of these kind of rose gold, because that kind of the glitter cardstock that's on the sentiment is a sort of like a champagne colour. So I'm using rose gold for the little embellishments, and they're just those little flat gems for spellbinders. So that's the outside of my card, done and dusted, dead quick. I did ink up the pieces of paper just because I wanted them to kind of have a bit of a frame. So I just used a little bit of vintage photo, and then because it is because it's a coloured cardstock that I've cut my card base from, I've popped a white panel in, and I'm just corner rounding a couple of pieces of the paper. I only actually ended up using that one large one so that it sticks across the bottom. Again, inking it so it coordinates. But yeah, just kept it really, really simple, because sometimes simple is good. And the good news about something like that DSP kit, I did stick on one of the little die cut stockings. Because it's a DSP kit, everything goes together. Everything's dead easy to grab, and so I really recommend them. I'd love to know what Stampin' Up! Bringing out this year. Might well invest in another one if they've got something similar that's just as cute. And that's it for today. Dead quick and easy. I'm not going to make them all complicated, so it was good to do a quick and easy one today. I hope you've enjoyed. Please subscribe, as I said earlier. Please like, leave me a little comment. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, bye bye.